So if we're going to talk about modular design, what we're really referring to is creating functions. Now, a function is a small single-purpose block of instructions that creates a situation where we can do one job. Now, we'll get more and more specific with that, like the requirements therein. We'll get more and more specific as we continue down through the rest of the chapter. But for right now, I think it's okay to think of each one of these functions as essentially like a Lego brick. And it was my intention to find a Lego brick, and we brought all of them over to Grandma's and Grandpa's house this week. And I do not have any more in the house until I find one underneath my foot later on after I have done all of the recording, as is the way the universe works. So with a Lego block, each one of those little individual bricks doesn't seem to do a ton of work. And you're right. Each one of those bricks, you can see it right there on its face value. I am a yellow brick with 4 knobs on it to be able to connect. I am a red brick with 6 knobs to be able to connect. I am a green brick, 12 across. Whatever the case might be. And each one of these does one very small, very specific piece of work as we go through building like a Lego set, for example. But when you keep putting these pieces of the Lego set together, they start building something as you go along. So now we have taken one yellow, one green, and one red set of bricks, and we have created, a flat surface. We have taken all the yellow bricks and we have made a circle out of them. We have taken all the red bricks and we have made a square out of them. So we're starting to get shape out of those otherwise meaningless individual little functional blocks. The same happens here with functional programming. Each one of these little individual single job functions does a very small part of the overall structure of our program. And I will suggest that certainly just looking at one of them, we will see here display message in 6.2 when we talk about it in just a moment. Okay, display message. It's a very small function. It's probably 4 lines of code in total, and it doesn't do a whole lot of work all by itself. But when you take that little block and put it in the structure with a bunch of other little blocks, it can get a lot of work done. So as we're going through, I have found it exceedingly prudent to let beginning developers know that just looking at a bin full of Legos in the beginning does not a castle make. It does not we are building a ton of Minecraft stuff. We had an extra day off for the weekend. So all this Minecraft stuff, it doesn't do anything just as one individual block. The same with your programs. One individual function will not an entire application make. But as we stack these functions up, we will build something that is, worthwhile to have built. So functional programming means creating small single-purpose blocks of code that we can call as many times as we need to, and it's very, very much like a Lego set. Individually, they don't do much, but together we can create anything we need to do.